Section 3 of The Challenge of Waste by Stuart Chase. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recorded by the Progressing America Project. The Challenge of Waste, Section 3. The Lesson of the War. During the war, governments both here and abroad were driven to a sharp realization of the extent of economic waste. The maintenance of business as usual made it impossible to mobilize and equip a fighting force, and at the same time, to support a civilian population. Business as usual was, therefore, forced to give way to a coordinated plan, crude, but in certain respects very effective. The industrial resources of the nation were surveyed, both as to raw materials and plant facilities, its productive possibilities measured, and its major requirements calculated. This was done hastily and often inaccurately, but it sufficed to bring about a tremendous release of labor power and raw materials into war industries and so-called essential industries. The War Administration placed the transportation system on a national, unified basis, with competitive hauls eliminated. It shut off capital from non-essential industries. It restricted the consumption of luxuries, encouraged certain crops, rationed and husbanded coal, reduced the output of excessive grades and styles, and conserved necessary materials. As a result, the United States was able to support 5 million of its most vigorous workers in productive idleness, supply them with unlimited munitions of war, transport great numbers of them overseas in American bottoms, and still maintain the population at probably the highest average standard of well-being ever enjoyed. In other words, with perhaps a third of all industrial workers either in the Army or engaged in producing munitions of war of no consumable value, the remaining two-thirds, by operating on a coordinated plan, produced enough to supply the Army, the munitions workers, and themselves with the necessities of life on an unprecedented scale. The wastes of productive effort under the reign of normalcy were thus proved beyond all gainsaying. End of Section 3.